Tonight, we're learning new details about how a former Grand Haven School District administrator stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from the district. The findings of an audit were released today. News 8's Byron Tollefson has more on those findings.
Brian, the district hired an independent firm, Plant Moran, to do the audit. The report determined Brian Wheeler worked alone, and there's no evidence he colluded with other employees or any other staff members knew about his actions. Still, the financial loss is massive.
Nearly $1 million stolen from the Grand Haven Public School District by one of its own administrators.
$1 million, that's a lot of money. We're responsible for that money.
Former Assistant Superintendent Brian Wheeler had worked for the district for more than 20 years.
Brian was well-known. We had a good amount of confidence in him. We didn't think this sort of thing would ever happen.
Investigators found that between 2014 and 2021, Wheeler faked $7,000 bills from companies that did not even exist.
It was an expense that normally is incurred in technology, that you replace cabling.
Investigators say Wheeler picked up checks from the district and put the money in his own accounts.
$5,000, $6,000 a month, that's pretty normal expenditure for a business of $80 million. So it's not something that was unusual.
It wasn't until last November when the district's business manager found that money set aside for the technology department was missing.
It is not something that a regular audit of a school district would detect. It looked pretty normal.
Wheeler failed to show up for investigative interviews and was promptly fired last November. Police arrested Wheeler, who later pleaded no contest to an embezzlement charge. He died in jail in January from cardiovascular disease.
Since I and several members of the staff, administration had known from Brian for over 20, 25 years, he was a trusted employee.
The school board president tells News 8 they have taken action to prevent this from happening again.
We certainly have to earn back the trust of the community.
There are new controls on how invoices are paid and better vetting of employees and vendors.
It certainly is a heightening of our attention to this sort of thing by all employees. If you see something you don't think is right, you got to say something.
The school board president estimates it will be 2 to 3 years before it's clear how much money they've recovered. The district's insurance policy covers up to $300,000 lost. The district is also suing Wheeler's estate to get more money back.